Yeah, here I just decided I'm just going to stick to his backhand no matter what. No matter where he puts that ball. And just see what happens.
I think it's a good
and it
choice.
finally worked out.
Yeah,
Here, I got the ad. I got the ad. Break point, and then I throw it away. Hey guys, welcome to the Have Racket Will Tennis channel. This is Leo. I got my boy Tito here from Tito Chop, one hand backhand. We'll put a link here for his YouTube channel. A little something different here, something I'm going to call Rally Rewind. I just look back at some of my old matches and we'll kind of give some feedback and we'll see how this goes. Test run, right? Okay, so this is a match I had with Jonah. Someone I found on Player Court. And we only had time for like one set. We played a couple times. I didn't record the other one. So he's mostly available in the morning. So this is a real early morning, one set match before work. So here we go, right? So Jonah is probably a 4-5, maybe a closer to 4-5 or more player. He had a really good forehand, and his backhand was just a slice, but had real heavy spin, so it was really hard to get used to. Really gets his whole body behind that, and you see that was kind of tough for me to handle right there on the backhand.
You can see he's dictating the point.
Yeah.
And then you try and neutral out and trying to come back, but he's pretty good at dictating what he wants.
There I thought it was over, but he still got another shot off, if you noticed that. Yeah. Like that. You see how it really comes around underneath it, but I was able to get a dropper right there.
You see he puts all his weight into his serve.
He was very disappointed in that shot. Here I am with a chance to break. I'm really trying to stay at his backhand. I probably could have caught a let here, but, you know, he just, you know, I let it go to another deuce. He had a pretty good serve there. There actually went kind of over his backhand there.
Pretty slicing it too.
I probably should have went over on that one instead of like right at him. He was really waiting for it.
I'm just thinking, I want to see what I think where your standing's good. You mean? But I think there's somehow he's dictating so much.
Yeah,
and it's like you. Just trying to find and change it up.
Like here, I'm gonna go down the line.
It works.
I was trying to keep away from his forehand as much as I could, and here I just couldn't quite get up there.
No, that was a good return though. That's
Again, left me with just a slice. That was just too good. Again, trying to attack his backhand. Probably could have done a little bit better on this volley, but I got away with it right here.
Yeah. Good serve. Good stepping up.
Again, too much time, and he just took another game.
Like, you have the skill to take him down, but sometimes it's like his games, when he's mostly dictating, it's hard to change it up when they're in the pace. It's hard to change up their pace.
Yeah, his forehand was a little different than most. It's pretty flat, right? Not a whole lot of top spin on it. as he hits one with topspin. This one he wrong-footed, and I finally got a game on him. And this one was just a poor shot selection right there.
You can tell he's used to hitting high balls.
Mm-hmm. Well, from what I recall, he just moved to the area. See, let's say there's another crazy slice that I was not expecting.
Yeah, no one's going to expect that one. Like, his serve is a little hard to read because it's a little different.
It doesn't have a lot of pace, but it's just, it was tough to, yeah, like you said, it was tough to read.
It's just a style serve.
Again, I gave him a forehand. Was able to get that one back, but luckily, here I should have taken this. I'm up, low 40. I'm attacking his backhand. Then I gave him a forehand high, which, you know, again, not a good choice.
He's just really good at killing the high forehands.
Yeah, and here again, he gets that crazy spin right in the corner, and I couldn't, just out. Here we are now, 30, 40. I'm trying to attack his backhand again, and I just overhit it. And then that was just bad error. Now he's up. Another high forehand. Finally get a clue. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll just hit... Oh, no, I actually got an open spot. Yeah, here I just decided I'm just going to stick to the backhand no matter what. No matter where he puts that ball. And just see what happens.
I think it's a good
and it
choice.
Finally worked out.
Yeah,
here, I got the ad. I got the ad. Break point, and then I throw it away. Deuce, and then he gets a dropper on me. And then now I'm down 1-4. Again, trying to keep that backhand mentality. But then I give him a forehand. He doesn't have too tough of a shot on me. Here, I'm just trying to find my pace, and
yeah, because he's
error right there.
You're stuck in his groove, and that's like the worst part, is to get out of it.
Yeah, that was a wild. I almost thought that was going out right there. Give him a loopy forehand, which was... I was able to get it back, but... Oh, and he misses it. That should have been an easy winner for him, but I got lucky there. Again, back to the backhand. But then he just starts throwing... Well, he made an error there, but that was close. He just clipped the net. And I double. So I'm up. I should take this here. Nice shot in the corner. And I flip it. Throws that crazy spin backhand again.
I think in those moments you gotta talk to yourself just to keep yourself positive.
Yeah. Here I'm trying to keep it low, not give him any high shots, and I miss. And now I'm down 1-5. And I'm just a little frustrated at this point, but hey, I'm just trying to stay in the... And another crazy forehand. Backhand didn't work out.
Yeah, you can tell he just went for that one.
And then he drops it. Isn't that crazy?
I wouldn't expect that either.
I mean, he just had some crazy spins going in that shot. It was so wild. So, is there anywhere you want to look back at and then just like, oh, what do you think? I know it's gonna be pretty short, but like,
example, let's look back at when he hits like those, when he hits to your backhand.
Yeah, I'm not that good to have it queued up like that, but we'll have to go through it a little bit.
Just like right here, you know what I mean? It's like he hits to your backhand. And then
yeah, he likes that that inside.
And one thing is like your slice it's not it's your slice is back to him. It bounced too high.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So therefore, he gets all the time he wants, and he's good on the high.
Yeah, like that. That was a real tough. Here, I barely got it back, and he got another shot. You saw I had my hand up, right? I was like,
how the hell?
I was like, oh, sorry. Oh, crap! You got another shot there. The heck. Another crazy slice. I got away with that one right there. But yeah, like that was a high forehand. And he normally would have gotten that.
Yeah. That's probably the only one he missed this whole match.
Yeah. Very few. But he came over on that backhand, which was weird.
Yeah, because when you hit a good ball to him.
And then this one, I just wasn't there in time. I wasn't expecting that where he placed that serve before. But it's kind of unorthodox, right? He has this weird loopy underspin.
And then he has a strong forehand. A flat one. Maybe one thing else I think maybe we had just to play more angle and take a little bit more risk. But one thing is you like the way you hit, you know, you hit more loopy balls, so therefore most people can't handle that. But
he can.
Yeah.
And he'd been, I started to say this, he moved here pretty recently from Arizona and was playing at, I think he told me like 4 or 5 level. So that makes sense, right? That if he can handle a lot of loopy topspin shots, and it is quite unorthodox. Most players don't. You see someone on the other side of the court like that, you think, oh, you kind of take it for granted sometimes. But in reality, you kind of just have to take each shot as it is, I think at
that point you should have stepped up because you had him off angle. There's no point in staying at the baseline. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think he has to move.
Like here, I was able to move well enough, but I don't know if there's another shot here that was. This one, I stepped back. I probably should have moved up.
Yeah.
To close off angles because that was a little too.
We were just playing more passive, just trying to get.
Here I was just that one I should have moved up because there I've in no man's land. I'm not above the service line, and he's got everywhere to go. He can go here and go here, and obviously I kind of was guessing this way, and I guessed wrong.
Hey, it's always like that. You know, you guess one way, and hopefully you get it.
Yeah. So, what would you do differently?
One thing I try to do differently is like mostly when it's a pace, to change pace, just start drop shotting 2-3 times in a row. You might throw the set away, immensely.
Oh, I obviously threw the set away. 5-1.
Or I mean, like even the game away. You mean not just something in the game, but if you use drop shots, it's just to make burn his legs, right? You burn his legs, and hopefully you can slowly take him down that way.
Yeah, but it looks like he can.
He can run.
He can run.
He can run.
He can run for a while.
But it's just like slowly chips away at him, you know what I mean?
I think I'm the one who would be like dying if after that. If it happened to me, he might do it back. But no, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's like it's just enough to get him out of breath consistently. Or I think one thing is like when you slice, I think you have to make it lower because if you notice like here, you mean it's not.
Well, that was more of a defensive shot right there. I got to it, and that one here I was just trying to. Actually, that kind of worked out though because. Here, let's go back to that game here. He hits in the corner to my forehand. I was more of a defensive, stay in the game. He nails that. I just kind of slice it, forehand slice it, and it was just enough to get a point out of this. Again, He went crazy slice, and that one,
Yeah,
again, that one.
You can't even read that.
That's ridiculous.
You can't even read that. The way his body's motion, like
you're like, okay, I'm waiting for the. Oh my gosh, that went over the net.
it's like barely over too. So like,
right. So for me, I thought what worked, obviously, was attacking his backhand, even though it was a little unpredictable. It worked for maybe a couple points. And of the 2 times we played, he was less consistent on this one, which is...
yeah, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
But one thing I think is, one thing is to change it up. Just take a couple steps forward, closer when you read serves, just to block it back. You mean to take away some time and then see if you can mess up his timing. Because you see for his backhand, he needs a lot of time to do what he does.
Oh, yeah, he kind of has that full-on swing, right?
Yeah, he literally twists his arms this way.
Well, the backhand, he kind of twists, too. Yeah. That one, I thought, oh, I have this. I'm still alive. That one was a little... maybe it was, I went too far back.
Maybe one next time, too, is like on his serves.
Right there. It was right on the corner, and I thought, I'm just going to flip this over, and it just goes on.
Like now, if you can, just maybe like start attacking him in the middle, or once he serves. Because sometimes I know you're trying to move him around, but sometimes if you can jam him.
Yeah, the moving around probably wasn't like that was a right there. That was a bad shot selection there. I was again trying to stay to his backhand too much. Here. Oh, is this the one that worked? I think this is the one I'm just gonna... Yeah. Oh, no, actually went different. Because I had been attacking his backhand off and on here. And here I go. I felt like a good shot to his backhand. He was probably waiting for it there. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to go this way. He left the court open. But you realize he still got a shot off, though, right? Like, I went and I just kind of... If he had a... he almost would have gotten that over.
Like, one thing I've been trying to practice on myself too is like, it's not how hard you hit, sometimes the angle, just enough to make them stretch, and I'm on that stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was right there. I felt like this is one that worked out because I just kept attacking his backhand. But there, I gotta go back a little bit because I don't remember how this started. Oh, this was actually literally the next point. Yeah. He serves it. Okay, I'm going to attack his backhand. I get a good forehand on it. Again, he really moves me to the other side. Okay, this was a good shot. That was kind of a poor shot, but it worked out. Because I was just, okay, I'm just going to see what he does here.
But even you see how he hit backhand, he's off-footed. Even if he got that in, you would have been in the net to take it out anyway. You know what I mean? So even the next shot, you would have got him.
Well, that would have, if I had moved up a little.
Well, trust me, you would have been there.
Because
that's a defensive lob, and you would have been there to take it down.
Yeah. But, all right, so points to think about a player like this is, I was obviously trying to stay away from his forehand as much as I could, and if I had a chance to go towards his forehand, I felt like it had to have been a winner or a real tough shot. For the most part, I tried to stay to his backhand, but that didn't always work out because then that was my errors, right? I was that one staying in. And then again, that was trying to force it back to his backhand again, and that was just a bad error.
So I think next time you play him, one of the things to do is just just try hit as many balls you can to burn him out. Because overall, I think that's gonna be the thing. If you can just hit even down the middle, just burn him out through the middle. I mean, because I know at that point you're feeling pressure because you're down. You need to come back. Yeah,
especially you're down 1 for 30-15.
So
you're like, okay, I got to make something happen here to get at least 30 all.
So I think around this mindset, like, all right, just be like Nadal. One more point.
Yeah, one more point.
You know what I mean? Just one.
I did get it. I got 30 all. I was like, all right, one more point.
That's how you take it.
And then the service starts failing you. Double. That was terrible. I had a chance there.
But at the same time, it's hard because he trapped you in a pace. You mean where his forehand is a little deeper, stronger, and therefore with a weird slice.
Yeah, that one right there. That was the one that kept getting me. Right? Like, I felt like, okay, I had a pretty good slice right in the corner. Then he throws that junky, crazy, and I just, like, could not. And I wasn't really ready for it. I'm just kind of standing around, like, admiring my my slice backhand that landed right in the corner. I'm like, all right. And then I'm expecting this weak shot back, and it doesn't happen.
So next time, either we take a step back, or where we just take a step in.
Step back or step forward, yeah, to get into that shot and try to cut it off. So that's a good. I mean, this is a different type of 4-5 player that I played a few guys that are playing at 4-5 and 5, and this is definitely a different play style that I'm used to, which is. Wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to it. Out of nowhere, he pulls the forehand like that, even though I know he can do it. And he kind of ended this on an exclamation point, right?
Yeah.
Here. I think this is where I kind of thought, oh, I have a glimmer of hope on this, at least get a second game. Oh, no, and then he does that.
But do you think next time, like when you move up, instead of trying to slice it back to where it was, just make him run down on the other side, even if you tap it over?
You mean like
that final shot before you hit it to him, like right there. You had that time. You gotta hit it straight down onto the opposite side just to make him run. You mean?
Yeah, I honestly, like looking back on this here, I can probably think of what went through my head. I was thinking, all right, I'll hit it short here and see what he does. Mm-hmm. And if I move up enough, maybe I can get the volley over here into the open court. Or, I'm not expecting a strong shot here. Because it falls like right at the service line-ish. But he gets so much junk on that. And then you see how that racket's like behind him almost when he hits it.
No, definitely.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, no one thought he would have got that.
And I'm expecting it like here, as you see where I'm starting to step up at. And all of a sudden, it's over here.
Yeah, there's this.
And I'm thinking, oh no. And then I'm like, okay, maybe that's not going in. I probably should have took a stab at it. And I probably would have had a shot here if I took a stab at it, but I let it go, thinking it was going out. And then boom, right on the freaking line.
Hey, he's been on it all day.
So he ended on an exclamation point. You can't help but applaud that. So 1-6, he deserved that win. Yeah. He deserved that win. But that was a short set. Obviously, it's only not a 9-minute video. But so what would you, like you said, you would
one, just hit more balls. So it's just playing more balls.
Play more in the middle.
It's either one thing is I think you did well too. Majority of the time was either you're at the back or you're front. But I think when you're front, I think you should take another a couple steps forward just to add pressure, that pressure presence. You know what I mean? Because then you're trying to hit the ball when there's presence there, it kind of rattles you too.
Yeah, and be ready for that weird off shot and don't relax too much, because sometimes you get too used to people don't hit a lot of pace up there, whether it's top spin or underspin. You're not always used to that. So yeah, cool. Any final thoughts here on our match? My match here against my terrible boss, Jonah here with my one game.
No, I'm sure even playing next time you're gonna get him. So it's and after watching this, what to do. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for the advice. Thanks for the commentary. And if you like this content here, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, I should have put that thing. I'll fix it in post.
Yeah. You can add that in.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Have a good one.